Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 13 of Engine's Tech Talk Sprint series, where we hear from cutting edge fintech firms about the challenges facing the industry and discuss the tech solutions that can assist in addressing them. My name is Harry Thomas, and I'm the Relationship and Business Development Manager for the Investment Association and Engine. And today's Tech Talk Sprint session is titled Advanced Analytics to Improve Performance for Active Managers. I'm very, very pleased to be joined by Rocco Perengrinelli, the founder and CEO of Trend Rating, who will be answering 5 key questions to provide guidance on a number of areas, including the opportunities of performance dispersion and understanding the importance of expanding market intelligence via alternative data and advanced analytics. Rocco, welcome, and thank you very much for coming to speak to us today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So as you can see on the current slide, we have noted 3 session outcomes for today, along with a brief overview of Trend Rating. And as usual, I welcome viewers to pause and read through the information, but for the sake of time, I will get straight onto the questions. So let's kick off. So Rocco, the first question we have for you today is, what is your view on the current state of the market?
I think that's quite interesting, and it's a big pleasure to have the opportunity to share our thoughts with professional investors. Lots of things changed over the last few years, and the market dynamics certainly evolved. Today, price trends are impacted by a variety of factors. Just to mention a few, the spreading so fast of changes in sentiment across investors, the social media impact, a growing trend in adopting momentum investing strategies that accelerate trends up and down, irrespective of actual fundamentals. And of course, the rapid developments at the macro level that we assisted recently, so many changes across the globe. And last but not least, large pools of money chasing trends, the big investors, the big sovereign funds jumping in and out of individual securities and sectors based on whatever criteria. That's to say that fundamental analysis alone is not enough anymore. And that's why we see a chronic underperformance from a large number of fundamentally oriented investors. So we believe that it is critical today to understand the big picture, the evolving trends and dynamics in the market, and at the same time to open the mind and adopt alternative data, advanced analytics, new tools, whatever, can finally give an edge and be more in sync with current markets.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for setting the scene there, Rocco. Really great. So I'll move on to our second question of the session, which is, how are asset managers managing their investment portfolios and what areas could be improved?
Well, if we take a look at facts, numbers, statistics, we see that according to different experts measuring the numbers, unfortunately, most active managers, most active mutual funds in US and Europe still continue to underperform the benchmarks with quite consistent approach. How can we explain it? Well, we think the reason is that many managers still are hostage of old school methodologies. They use a decision process that never evolved over the years and therefore is out of sync with the changing world. Most important, they miss to respect, analyze, and profit from trends. At the end of the day, the performance of an account, of a fund, of a portfolio is the combination of the ability to capture the good trends. So some of those people are missing an opportunity, the opportunity to capture the performance dispersion. There's a fantastic phenomenon observable in any investment universe. But of course, the good news is that there are tools that make it possible to exploit this opportunity.
Brilliant. Thank you for that, Rocco. So we'll move straight on to our third question of the session for you, which is, what is performance dispersion?
Performance dispersion is the tendency of stocks in any investment universe to perform a different rate of magnitude and duration In other words, it's about the dispersion of trends. For example, if you take a look at the last 12 months ending in September 2021, we can see from the table that in the US, the top 25% performers in the large cap industry section, performed pretty nicely, around 130% on average. That's just the average return of the top 25% performers. At the same time, the losers, the bottom 25%, recorded a gain of 3%, and the mid 50 is 41. What is telling this to us? Hey, there's an opportunity here. If one can capture a large part of the top performers, not all of them, but a large part, and most important, avoid most of the losers, he or she can only beat the benchmark by definition. Now, interesting because this dispersion is accelerating. That's the effect of the forces we discussed before, all working together to make trends more extreme, lasting longer, and increasing the magnitude, the way up and the way down. So basically, we believe it's critical to be able to track and even rate price trends. We already are rating a number of things, a number of fundamental metrics and quantitative parameters. What about rating trends? Something fresh and new that can add an angle of intelligence for active managers. And rating trends make possible to try and capture a good part of the winners while limiting the exposure to the losers. That's the proposition, and that's the opportunity. And that is probably the only solution to try and fight back against passive products.
Understood. Thank you very much for that. So that does bring us around to the penultimate question already, which is how is it possible to profit from performance dispersion and maximize returns?
It's actually very simple. It's all about recognizing the importance of trends, respecting them, and integrating as an overlay some trend assessment, trend analysis as an extra quality filter to whatever is the current investment decision process. It is critical to validate trends and monitor what we call the trend allocation. The wrong trend allocation is the main reason behind underperformance. So it's about checking more boxes. For example, combining solid fundamentals, whatever they are, growth-oriented, value-driven, any combination with intelligent trend metrics that can help to profit from the dispersion that is observable in any investment universe, however is built, however is selected, large cap, small cap, ESG, you name it. The result is easy to measure. We're talking about some real impact to the bottom line in terms of improved performance, better risk control, and at the same time, we offer a more saleable combination, getting the best of both worlds, the fundamental and the trend side of the coin.
Brilliant. Thank you for that. So that does bring us around to the final question of the session, which is really a general point. If you have a final message to pass on, what would it be?
It's a very exciting time. It's very exciting because active managers, if they are open-minded, if they have some vision, if they accept the importance of adopting new tools, incorporating them into their process, they really can make a big difference. They can fight back against passive products. Yes, it is possible to generate alpha for active managers that have the latitude to select securities and to allocate versus benchmarks. And clearly, it's very straightforward, the whole concept behind. It's very pragmatic, even cynical. Let's profit from trends. So when I have a list of stocks that I like from the fundamental standpoint, quality or whatever, I know that some will be winners and some will be losers. If I add a filter of intelligent trend rating, I may have a chance to focus on the winners and avoid the losers. The good news is that over the last few years, new data, tools, analytics have been developed and are available for active managers. Bottom line, well, without some changes in the process, it is very difficult to expect changes in the results. What does it take is the courage to break from the status quo, being pragmatic, expand intelligence, and deliver more value to end clients. It is a defining time for the industry and is very exciting. We will see interesting changes across the board, and there will be winners and losers, of course.
Great. Very cohesive final points. Thank you very much for that. That rounds off the episode really nicely. That does bring us to the end. So thank you very much for all the various insights that you've provided today. We really do appreciate it. There's just a couple of closing points from me. So firstly, as noted on this slide, Trend Rating are kindly offering a 20% discount off of Trend Rating services to Investment Association member firms. And if you would like to take up this offer or would like to discuss any other aspect of Trend Rating services, then please do contact them via their email address displayed on this slide. And we also have provided links to Trend Rating's website. We can find out more about their offerings as well. So all that's left for me to say is thank you, Rocco, for taking the time to talk to us today, and we really look forward to speaking with you again soon.
Thank you. It's been a big pleasure. Thanks a lot.